You know what really
Okay.
upsets me?
What?
The fact that there probably isn't a Horace Carmel dancing on the internet.
Okay. Oops, I think one other thing I forgot was to log into Steam, so that'll take a second, but
Oh my god.
let's get going. Where's
I
Horace?
found a Super
There's
Smash
Horace.
Bros. Brawl Carmel dancing compilation.
Remember when Caramel Dancing was a big thing?
Yeah, I do. Can we do the Carmel dancing
I think I
together?
got into it after it was a big thing, or but I just sort of like remembered it and looked it up. Well, I don't think I wasn't exactly into it. You know what I mean? Like I like looked at it
Yeah.
and listened to it and like found out what it was exactly.
Mm.
This all says wasps are anti-bees. The anti-bee.
That's a quote. That's a quote. Do you think I'd get in trouble if I just put the Carmel dancing in one of my video games?
Probably, it's copyrighted.
Not the song, just the dance.
Oh, the dance.
Like, there's just somebody in the background somewhere doing like the Carmel dancing. Because like it's one of those things where it's like I'm not doing the dance.
How did those lawsuits go with Fortnite again? Seems like nothing happened.
Oh, Fortnite will have won by default because it has more money.
Oh hey, actually, it popped up the window for putting in the login code immediately this time. I don't have to wait like 5 minutes like I did last time I played Black Mesa.
Wait, logging? Oh wait, for Steam?
Yeah.
You had an hour to get ready and you didn't open Steam.
No, and I said that was the one thing I forgot. But we're going in now.
That's alright, I guess I'll forgive you. Maybe. Maybe.
Hi, Glitch.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm glad we're finally playing this because I've been getting like a ton of attention from the developer of Horace for some reason. I was like, well, gee, if they're gonna give me all that, if they're gonna give me all that attention, I should probably play the game again. It would be the courteous thing to do.
Oh shit, it's Glitchly. Hello, Glitchly.
Oh, Glitchly! I saw the room that you decorated in my castle in my Minecraft world. It was really cool. Here for a bit because I'm in a car currently traveling back to my hometown. Oh.
Oh shit! You have a hometown.
I don't know if I wonder if my stream has ever been watched in a car before.
You should just put as a poll on your Twitter. Have you ever watched my stream in a car?
Oh, tell me how the audio of the game is. It should be the same as last time we played it.
I can't tell you how it is because I daren't listen to my own voice. Hell yeah!
Oops. Okay, there we go. I'll enter. Thank you. Let's switch over to Horace. Where's Horace on the list? It's been a while. There he is. For a couple days, yeah. For a couple days, Horace was liking every single post I made.
I go and make some French toast, and then I meet my friend Carlos. You see me on the Sega CD. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm gonna go eat big old scrim bay. You don't know what that is, but yo, who gives a
no? We don't want to.
Fuck. I don't know because here we are gonna Carmel dance.
Bis, what are you doing? What are you doing on my stream right now?
I'm doing the Carmel dance. And you know what the best part about playing as Amy in Sonic Adventure 2 is?
Amy cute?
No, every single time she does a homing attack, she goes, WOW! And it's like the loudest sound effect in the game.
We're going for a swim. Oh, see, it's clearly a fin. There's no two ways around it, Bis.
Oh yeah, it's a fin, and I don't like it. It's bad.
He can't swim without a fin to help him.
That's real bad, and I real hate it. I real don't like it. Elena, ban this. Oh my god, Ash just enters the chat and is like, what's up, you salty cum sucklers? Not suckers, sucklers.
So you get the chat a little bit before I do, then. Now I had to find the other 2 robots to retrieve this. Oh yeah, so I have to go back to the mansion and continue my mission there now.
I'm alright, Ash. I mean, I'm alive. Actually, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I have a flutter jump now.
Realistically, I'm bad.
Forgot about
but
that.
Also good. Oh my god, you do the Yoshi.
It's like...
Ash, sometimes the things you say just need reading out loud. That's the Yoshi quote. Oh, that means a lot. That means a lot that means a lot what you just did say, Ash. I hope you're doing well.
The one good thing of Yoshi's new island was that if you turned on the easy mode thing, where Yoshi had wings, he would make the most adorable noise when you do the flutter jump. I think it was like or something like that. Something really cute.
You know what? Oh my god, dick? That's pretty cool. I wish you luck with the dick. For people watching the VOD, Ash in chat is declaring that he is going to obtain some dick. God.
Was Big City? No, Big City's not the win.
Elena, you know what's cool?
I think Mainton is the win. Probably the one that's marked red. Yes,
Elena, before you are 2 red buttons, right, okay? One of them is labeled Big City, and the other one is labeled Big Milkies. Which one do you click?
If the second one was worded differently, I would pick it. But now I have to not to because I can't stand it being worded like that.
How could Elena, I need you to understand that video of Pete Buttigieg saying that big titty mommy girlfriend with the big milkies is good and America needs room for it is the best thing I've ever seen on Twitter.
It's the worst thing in my life that I've ever experienced.
Worse than the Big Bopper?
Yes.
How's that, baby? Ooh, good morning. Wake up, you sweet darling. Oh, good morning. I fucking love that song.
I just remember Shan being really amused by the fact that I really didn't want to hear it.
Oh my god, honey, at some point we just need to stream that song. We just like do a let's watch of the Big Bopper.
Of just that? It's the shortest stream on my channel.
Yeah.
On my YouTube channel, my shortest video.
We stream it for like 5 hours, but it's on the background.
That's a big no for me.
I love how the backing track is just. Do
you see what Ash is saying in the chat?
Elena has some big fucking milkies. Yes. Lo-fi big milkies to study to. Lo-fi big milkies.
No.
You know what lo-fi big milkies to study to is?
That's just Lara Croft.
You know, I was actually gonna say it's the sound of milk sloshing, recorded through a high school musical Wii microphone. Okay, can I just say something real important here?
Look, I can jump in the water and not die. Isn't that nice?
I needed to use the password. Okay, so I'm on this game dev Discord, right? Okay. And it's a nice Discord, and there's some good work posts there. But also, half of it is just people dunking on the Yandere dev, right?
Of course.
Apparently, there's like something in Yandere Simulator. If you stab somebody in the boob, milk just pours out, and like everybody on that server just dunks on this constantly. Because obviously, it's like the worst thing ever. I fucking know, right? It's awful.
Oh, Horace, stop it. I don't remember it being so hard to get through here. Just because I haven't played this in 3 weeks?
The entire server is at this point just mostly people dunking on the Yandere dev guy, which is good because he's kind of garbage from what I hear.
And I saw that recommended. What? I saw that recommended on YouTube because it was a picture of him and it was a picture of that picture of Zero Suit Samus.
I've seen the stream where he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get work on the game done. I've just been fucking Zero Suit Samus, my waifu, too much. I saw that video clip.
Oh god.
Which was also awful.
It seems that when I made one of those terrible noises when I was dying in this game, I accidentally spit on the screen, and I just had to wipe it off.
did you know that the Yandere dev guy earns several grand a month from his Patreon?
Good lord.
And like, we were talking about the time he had like Tiny Build try and help him finish the game and sent somebody in to help him with his code. What
does Tiny Build do?
They've published some games before. I can't remember any one specific.
They published
they're like a game publisher.
the perfect replica of my butt.
Whoa, what the fuck? I'm surprised I don't know them then. I'm surprised they're not a household name.
Quite late, so everyone was
only his butt simulator sold pretty well.
Horace wasn't smoking her smelly tobacco and was actually the first one asleep.
What are they saying? I was saying, yeah. So basically, the Andre simulated guy, right?
Felt quite peaceful as I made myself comfortable.
So like his game at this point is mostly temporary assets, right?
Hello Japan. This is not
and like a lot of the assets are stolen as well. So the entire game at this point is temporary, and like the code is apparently a complete mess. It's like there's so much technical.
And this has been going for nearly 10 years at this point, by the way.
Yeah, nearly 10 years. This fucker is never gonna release this game.
This is why I was saying you don't have to feel bad about the progress you've made in your games, because by comparison, you've done so much more in such less time.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, yeah. Oh my fucking god. I've just been looking at like some did you know that in that game there is a toothbrush, right? It's like a normal sized toothbrush, right? Okay. Do you know how he got a toothbrush model?
How?
He got a library of photorealistic high poly objects, right? He got the toothbrush. And then he put it on like a low poly filter on it, or like just some automated process to remove some of the vertices or whatever, right? And the result is a toothbrush which looks hideous, but has like more polygons than everything else on screen. It's like every single hair of the toothbrush is modeled.
My god.
Every single hair of the toothbrush is modeled!
You mean bristle? Calling them hairs is a little weird. The toothbrush hairs. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I assure you, it's still going. It's wild because people use pictures.
It's becoming a big meme lately because of the fact that it's still going, I think. And people think it's absurd.
Oh, it's very easy to get.
And the guy is weird.
He was blocking people in the stream if they said oof because he doesn't like the meme. He blocks any reference to milk because people like dunking on with milk. So he just blocks. People have been doing speedruns how quickly you can get blocked from his Discord server.
Yes. The Horace dev is much better.
Ash, you're a fucking hero.
Horace dev is one of the best devs.
Horace dev is fucking fantastic.
Yes.
Mostly just because you made a fucking great game.
He's been liking all my posts.
Well, we see what you value in people now. Anybody who likes your tweets is the best.
Well, I mean, it just shows the kinds of things that he likes, which, in my opinion, are good things.
I guess fair. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair.
Well, because if I'm posting about them, I think they're good. So if he also thinks they're good, then there you go.
That's fair. Yes, Ash, because Horace Dev has finished the fucking game. Oh my god.
I see. And what was I going to say?
Okay,
Let me look in the chat. Maybe it was something in the chat. Oh yes, I remember because there was a 3D modeling thing that was really cool that I was watching a video about. There's this channel, 2 Minute Papers.
You didn't know that? Yeah, that's what most of the memes are about. They're like almost an 8 for the way they're hypothetically. Almost an 8.
But yeah, have you ever seen the channel 2 Minute Papers?
No.
Which is about it's like computer graphics research papers, and it goes over them in like 2 minutes or close to 2 minutes usually. But I watched one yesterday that was really cool. It was about like a big improvement for fluid simulations, where it's now possible to just import, like you can just like take a video with a smartphone of like some kind of fluid pouring out, and you can just put that into this program and it will make a very close approximation of the fluid physics simulation of just the
cool.
video you've taken. And it said it's
cool.
so robust that you don't need like fancy computers to do this with either. Like I said, you could just use a smartphone camera, and it said just consumer grade computers can render this. And it said, and then like not only will it just copy the fluid that you took the video of, but then now it has the simulation, and now you can just put that fluid wherever you want it. And then said, so you can they can basically do like real life application, like science experiments with that, because you can put the fluid into situations you couldn't get it to in real life. Like just because you can just perfectly line stuff up. So you can see like what happens if the fluid is like perfectly symmetrical or things like that, because you've perfectly lined it up so that it will flow symmetrically, and just see what that looks like and stuff like that. So that's really cool, I think.
Can I just just reply to some stuff in chat real quick, right? I think that the Yandere Simulator guy kind of knows that if he actually works on any of the bulk of the game, then the jig's up. Because if he like finishes a rival, right, and it sucks, then like the facade is gone. Like at that point, most of the people. Because here's the thing with Yandere Simulator in general, right? Okay, and me and like this one. Okay, so basically the server I'm in, right? Okay, the dev server. Me and the person who owned that server both agreed on something, which is the most insulting thing about this fucking game in general is that like there isn't even like any there's nothing iconic to it. There's no imagination. There's nothing. Literally, it's just like, hey, this is like a game about an archetype so generic that they're like in 100 different anime and they're interchangeable. Like, that's the thing that's annoying about Yandere's and Tsundere's and all these other fucking deres, is that like there were originally anime
tropes.
Which made the... Yeah, and there were originally anime that were good, that made these tropes popular, but now the tropes are just as important on their own. People will buy something. People will buy like an anime or whatever, or watch it, just because they're like, oh, there's a character here who's virtually identical to all the other ones I like from all the other shows. And that's the selling point of this game. And like...
I prefer characters that aren't just sort of some sort of trope and are like made like real people, you know?
Yeah. And also it's
and
like...
real people aren't just some trope. You know, maybe you can have like several. Like you don't usually find a person who's just one thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. I like characters who feel like real people.
Honestly, anime settings that are like...
Horace feels like a real person.
High schools are almost...
And he's a robot.
Horace? Yeah, Horace is great. Horace is like...
Oops.
Although it helps that Horace is one of those characters that you follow from birth. I think that robots that you follow from birth are a good genre of character. And like, it's like that's like a good archetype because it has room to do things.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because like, what's an archetype? But it could be anything, really.
Yeah, that's the issue of anime in general. Is that like, there's two kinds of anime, right? Shit that pulls the fucking envelope out further than anything else, like really experimental, weird stuff, really imaginative, and that's like about 10% of it. The other 90% is literally the worst interchangeable fucking garbage ever made.
I bet there's a lot of people who are upset that the Yonder dev guy has gotten famous for doing nothing.
Yeah.
When there's people who like do a lot and don't get recognized for it, you know.
Oh god.
Reminds me of that article we were reading. I was reading to you and Arrow yesterday about the people who stream themselves sleeping and make money from that.
To be fair, they might sleep cutely. I think I don't sleep cutely. I think I'm just a log. I'm just a big, disgusting log.
Yeah, and I was talking to Cassie about that last night, and I was like, why would you watch that? Like, I thought the idea of watching somebody stream is that you can interact with them. Elfie says, did somebody say Horace?
Yes. Ash, if I had thousands of dollars, I would give you at least 1,000 of the dollars.
I'm even going the right way? I mean, I might be. I can't tell. But anyway, yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was telling Cassie about that. I was like, why would you watch somebody sleeping on a stream? Like, I thought the idea of a stream was that you could interact with the person who's streaming.
Watching people sleep is soothing.
Seemed boring to me.
It's like you know you have secondhand embarrassment. This is secondhand restfulness.
Oh.
It's legit. Trust me. I'm a doctor.
Dr. Bis?
How would you? Yeah, Doctor. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. No. I don't want to be in the Dr. Mario phone game. I love how they've already got to the point where they're like, fire Rosalina. Because like the thing is with Mario is that like they have like such a big universe of characters from both like mainline games and spin-offs, but they won't use them because they're not part of the
some of
brand.
them, yeah, some of them are not, and then also some of them are locked up with other developers, and there's licensing stuff, and so they only use whatever just Nintendo just owns. I think the only exception is Waluigi, and Waluigi's a little bit of a weird case, where like they never put him in any mainline games, and I don't know what the reasoning is there, because like the first game he was in was not developed by Nintendo, right? It was developed by Camelot, I believe is what they were called.
Oh yeah, Camelot.
And
the people in Mario 10 dist.
Yeah, but he's been in a lot of games that don't have anything to do with Camelot, and it's like, well, are they licensing him from them every time? And they only, like, you'd think that would cost extra, and so they wouldn't do it for just spin-offs. So I don't know why. I don't know what the deal with Waluigi is.
I think it depends on the terms of any specific contract, because like with Square Enix, it's one thing because they probably have the leverage to have a contract where they get to keep some aspect of certain characters. I think it's worth knowing though, like, and then like with certain companies, they probably have joint ownership, and then with Camelot, because they're a small developer, they might have just been like, okay, everything defaults to us. Having the same way that like Sega.
Maybe they're cheap and they don't want to pay Camelot that much for Waluigi. Like if he was in a big game.
I don't think it'd work like that. I don't think it'd work on a per game basis.
Probably. Or like I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like I don't know what the deal is with Waluigi, so I'm just spitballing as the term goes.
Can I just say? Okay, so let's look at the chat. Oh, you've got a comic series? Why have you never told me this?
Oh, Pikmin Planet.
Ash says Horace can Goomba stomp these nuts.
I think I unlocked that last stream. I think because when I had all that money that I was spending on various things. I don't know how I'm supposed to get through here, but I need to get upstairs. Maybe can I toss this across? Toss across? Oh yes, I can. It's a conveyor belt. So let's go with that. Wow! And I can't get it back up, so I'm gonna have to reset the room. Boop, boop, boop.
I am Pikmin Planet.
That main character is cute.
Horace is cute.
He's a robot.
He's just dumpy little robot in little
That's something I was discussing on my stream the other day. Was did you ever notice in like old TV shows and movies when they say robot, they don't say robot, they say robot. Like stuff from the 1960s, they say robot.
Yeah, I don't like the thing you've just said. I don't appreciate this.
I'm just not sure why they said robot. Okay, so we went. I think that red door is the one we want.
Oh yeah, you still.
Also, do you notice Horace is reflected in this?
Oh my god, really? Oh my god, that's incredible.
Look at that.
I can't. Horace ray tracing RTX NVIDIA 2017.
Oh yeah, I remember Glitchily said she was working on a comic.
Robot.
Library map room. Oh.
Has Ash just noticed the tie?
I line this up. Yeah, he's always had the tie.
It is a really nice detail, isn't it, Ash?
Well, I think this is where we're supposed to be.
Yes, does look like it.
What if I go... Upsy daisy. Oh
Yeah,
he
Horace
did. Oh
do
yeah,
that
he
ninja
holds it
run.
out of his eyes. Look, I never noticed that. That's so cute.
Yours?
I rarely stand still. Yeah, I'm on the move.
Ash says, I
Yeah.
remember the first time Sonic looked at me and tapped his foot impatiently, I nearly shit my pants.
Okay, so we want to go up one level and go in the door.
Oh my god.
Why is there
Elena,
just a death room?
Oh my god, Elena, can you please get the footage of the you're shitting yourself, go to the bathroom, but just over Sonic one idle animation in front of it? And that's like Ash's backstory.
Ash, or Sonic says, Ash, go to the bathroom.
Ash, go to the fucking bathroom. You're shitting. You're shitting. Oh god, I used to be able to do like the 4 Sonic voices. No, the 3.
The 4
No, the
voices
4
of
Sonic
Sonic.
voices, yes.
The 4 horses of the apocalypse and the 4 voices of Sonic.
No, the 4 Sonic game voices. I used to be able to do them.
The 4
They
horsemen of the apocalypse and the 4 voices of the Sonic.
Oh, that's alright. Oh, that's alright, Glitch Lily. We will forgive you. I hope you have an alright car ride, by the way.
That's okay, Glitch Lily. We appreciate your presence.
Usually I would come back to him tapping his foot because I ran to take a poop. Oh, I hate the fact that Pikmin Planet is correct. You keep I hate the fact that I am in.
It's just because of the people who come here. Cassie and Ash are the cause of all the poop and farts on the stream.
Yeah.
Ah, poop. Although, well, then again, I do just say that. That's just a phrase I've ended up saying. But I still think it's a result of Cassie that I say pooping as a what's the word? As an exclamation.
Elfie Faye, that's entirely your fault. You could have paused. You didn't bother pausing, and it's in a game with a 10-minute time limit on every level. If you go to the bathroom and do not pause in Sonic, then you deserve him just leaving without you.
Like, if you're not gonna play the game, then I'm gonna get out of town. Wait, I can't go in this door. So this is a fool's errand. Okay.
Okay, you know,
Go back to this room.
I'm gonna stop breeding out stuff, Ash says. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
Oh wait, there's like, wait, did you see the maps? Oh, there's like a map of the United Kingdom, and there's a map of the United States. There's like a really old map because it's really crusty and not quite accurate.
Ash, I need you to understand. I am entirely oppressing you right now. I just don't care.
Help, I'm being repressed.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm like... I'll be happy when this part of Horace is done. Because, like, gameplay-wise, it's probably pretty cool to have a little Metroidvania part, but, like, commentary-wise...
I guess that's why it intersperses itself with parts where you go out of the house and do something else for a bit.
That's fair. It's just... It's still just a bit much, you know?
Oh wait, why was I going there? I only needed to go into this door. Actually, no, never mind. I didn't need to go in this door. I knew what I was doing earlier.
Oh shit! It's Shan! What's up, Shan?
Hi, Shan!
We're playing Horace again. We're playing Horace. We're playing Horoscope. Horoscope is the spin-off where you use the super scope to shoot stuff.
Horoscope?
I don't know what Elfie Faye's reaction.
What was I gonna say?
I've kind of lost the plot, I think. I don't think I've lost track of it.
What was I going to say? So, there was the map, and then...
Which series of Doctor Who? 1 second. Can I just BRB for 30 seconds? I'll be quick.
Okay, and I'll try and remember what I was going to say. Oh yes, I remember, because it was the help I'm being repressed. So what I thought was funny about that line in particular was that, like, repressed I think is the wrong word. Like, wouldn't it be isn't it oppression you're talking about, not repression? So it made it especially funny. This is gonna take a poop? No, I know you said oppressed. I wasn't talking about what you said. I was just reminded of a different line. I was reminded of... I'm talking about Monty Python. Bis doesn't even know what poop is. It's true. He's like, help, help, I'm being repressed. Horace, can you just... Can you... God... I don't know what you want from me, Horace. You see, sometimes he Oh! I'm pressing, like, every button in every direction, and sometimes he starts doing it. But then he stops. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want from me to do this, Horace? Not that. Horace, what are you trying to get me to do here? We are all being repressed. What? That, there! Finally! You just press up. Okay. This wasn't conveyed to me. Thought it was the same thing that you use to pick something up, which is down and that other button. Down and the other button. That is how it is done. Wow, the wrench!
Yo, what's up, Berry Bungus?
Berry Bungus and the Smelly Chungus?
Yeah, you know what? Wow, the last thing Ash said is actually correct.
That you use energy very efficiently and so you don't have to poop.
Yeah, pretty much. Horace retweeted your stream! Oh my god, that means,
nice.
That means the Horace Dev might be watching right now. Hey, Horace Dev, you're a fucking inspiration.
I've been very slowly doing game dev. I haven't had a lot of energy for it, and I've been like very sleepy lately. But
Elfie Faye's spitting straight facts.
But yeah, I'm working on, I think probably everyone here has heard already, but I'm working on an update for Pizza Time Explosion that adds more modes. And perhaps you can help me come up with the name for it, because I have normal mode, I have endless mode, and then I'm going to have a third category that's just these 3 extra modes that I'm making, but I already have an area of the game called extras, right? So I don't want to say extra modes. And then I thought of other modes, but that sounds kind of boring. And then bonus modes doesn't quite describe exactly what I want it to be. Like, they're not like bonus, they're just like, you know, like they're like extra or other stuff.
It's a pizza restaurant. Call it promo items.
I didn't know how much this
Maybe.
Or something like that.
Special modes? Special might work. I don't know why that word didn't, like, go in my head all this time.
I tried suggesting sides, Ash.
Yeah, I thought about... That was one I was thinking about too, but I'm not sure... Well, because the other ones don't have anything to do with the fact that it's a restaurant and that there's food.
Okay, so... you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Worst comes to worst, just call them milkshakes. Don't explain it. Just have people be like, "Wait, what the fuck, milkshakes?" And they click on it. It's just milkshakes.
I think I came up with special before, but I managed to forget it. So thank you for reminding me. Special, I think, is perfect.
Call them big milkies, Ash says.
I will not.
And you have to click on Ella's big milkies to get to that menu. And the menu is just...
So it's going to be, well, there's going to be at least one new mode in the update, but there's 3 planned. One of them Bis is going to make.
Oh my god, Shan, milkshake is the best.
Okay, this must be the room. Library reference section. Why does this remind me of Bowser's brain in Bowser's Inside Story?
Because there's that section that's a library. That's the part where you fight the Minecraft Mario.
Yes. What the heck is this? It's not Horace until I say that about something that's going on in it.
What?
Is this like a quilt? How am I supposed to, what am I missing here? Do I just have to be really good?
Oh
Just have to get good?
They went onto the cutting room floor and just took out a random unused flashlight from Mario Galaxy and turned it into a boss!
Yeah, I don't know how I'm even supposed to attack this.
You might just have to outlast them.
Oh, I have to throw the missiles back. It's one of those things. It's one of those dealios where Cassie would observe that once you start doing that a few times, why don't they just stop sending those out?
Well, in this case, I don't think planets are that intelligent.
Like with King Boo, when he like throws bombs that you then feed back to him, where it's like, why not just stop sending the bombs to Luigi, and then he will have nothing to do against you.
Elena, you're forgetting most villains in most things have two things in common, right? Okay, they're very
smart.
strong. Yeah, basically they're strong and arrogantly foolish.
Okay, well this boss battle's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Just have to not get hit by any missiles. See how long I can manage to do that. Not get hit by any missiles or any books. I may be able to do this.
Do you ever just think to yourself, wow, there's that just big floating patchwork orb in the library, which is full of missiles and books?
Ah! Fiddlesticks.
You ever wonder why that's the case? Like, how did it end up this way?
I always instantly lose my extra hit.
I believe in you. You can. Never mind. The second I was gonna say you can do it on my screen, you get
Well, no, because I made that noise because I died.
This is my problem. This is my problem. I start seeing the tells in advance.
Yeah, you need to hear me make noises like that and know that that means that I failed. That was cute, yawn.
Your fucking face is a cute yawn.
Excuse me?
You fucking heard me? Guess who's Sleepy Faye?
That's you.
Yeah. Fuck.
This is precious, Elfie says. I agree.
You're gonna make me blush, and then I'm gonna have to be blushing, and that's gonna be very unfortunate. Because then I'm gonna look like a
cutie pants?
No, I'm gonna look like.
Oh, poop.
I'm trying to think of something.
Horace, what are you doing? Horace! I don't think that was supposed to happen.
I will look like a strawberry milkshake. There we go. I finally thought of something. Oh, you've been rewatching Lazy Town?
Lazy, 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 lazy town.
I'm glad you're watching Lazy Town again. Lazy Town is good.
Wait, that's the theme song to Maisie Mouse, not Lazy Town.
Lazy Mouse, Maisie Town.
Did anybody else watch Maisie?
God fucking damn it, Ash. Did I give you permission to be nice?
Can't read the chat because I'm like too focused on this boss battle right now. So I don't know what people are saying unless you read them out, Bis.
Well, has it ever occurred to you, Ash, that you're fucking radical and fucking cool? Has that ever occurred to you? has ever occurred to you that your anecdotes about the shit you say to your boss are great? Your anecdotes in general are good.
Whoa, I have to put more in?
Oh yeah, I think I know where you're going with this, Shan. I think I remember you might have mentioned this at some point before. I will let you finish though, in case I'm misremembering.
There's unseelie fairies in the Lazy Town fandom?
It makes sense, I feel like. I can see where people are coming from. Don't people then, like, okay, so, like, isn't the idea, like, people headcanon that, like, both Robbie and Sporticus are fairies? Which would make sense, because those two are, like, really similar. They're, like, they're 2 out of 3 normal humans in the series, and they both wear skin-tight spandex, and, like, are both really silly and affect the plot in big ways.
Sportacus.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god.
When Lazy Town memes were a big thing, I did one, which was the Mine Song, but being sung in the bathroom at the mall.
Elena.
What?
Sounds like, I see Robbie Rotten and go, wow. So is this Bis? I don't know, that feels like me. I'm gonna be honest, Robbie Rotten's, like, I feel like part of the reason Robbie Rotten is so beloved is because he's relatable.
And the guy who played him was a cool guy.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, like, okay, so, like, it's easy to, like, feel bad that, like, you know, the things ended the way for him that they did. But, like...
At least he got to see how beloved he was.
Yeah, exactly, you know? Like, I feel like everything that happened involving the donations and, like, the remixes of everything and stuff, like, I feel like it still has value.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lazy Town's, like, an interesting series, because, like, it seems that it really was a passion project.
And I remember watching it when I was growing up.
Well, Lazy Town fandom is great.
It's cool how many, like, kids shows come from, like, various places around the world. And, like, the kids shows I grew up with weren't all just from America. Ah, poop! There was a lot that I... Well, except for I didn't realize that at the time. I didn't realize later that, oh, these shows just came from all over the world.
Hey, Elena, you know, you have a tendency not to question things.
Yeah.
Wait, Elena, you know the glowing part? Have you tried throwing a missile into the glowing part when one part's blocked with a missile?
Glowing part?
Okay, so when you throw a missile in,
I haven't ever actually been looking at the thing. Because
okay, so
I've just been too busy avoiding things.
Now. Throw a missile into the glowing part.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Elfie. Okay, Elfie
so
Faye
I
was
haven't
right.
actually damaged this yet.
Yeah. Okay, so Elfie Faye was pointing out that things seemed like they were just looping with no progress, and I was like, okay, maybe the glowing part has something to do with it. Because I'd seen it before.
I paid no attention to the boss itself because I was too busy trying to avoid the missiles and everything. I didn't know that the pattern was supposed to change.
Part of me would look into the Lazy Town fandom again, but like most of it's on Tumblr, and I don't go on Tumblr anymore. I refuse to go there anymore.
And also, apparently, when I was a kid, I like didn't notice accents at all, because like I didn't notice that there was any sort of accents in Lazy Town. But there isn't. The accents aren't that strong, to be honest. But I still didn't like notice that anybody was talking with any kind of accent. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Like Bob the Builder, like I didn't realize was a British show, and like I thought there was like I saw a clip of it not too long ago, and I was like, wait, I don't remember them sounding like this. Was there like a different like American dubbed version that I watched? And nope, this was the only version. I just didn't notice that they had accents when I was a kid.
Wait, Twitter's dead to you as well, Alfie? What did Twitter do? I know Tumblr. I know my reasons for leaving Tumblr, but like, what did Twitter do to you? Yeah, Bob the Builder's British.
Bob the Builder's British? Yes, very. It was a BBC cartoon.
I don't know if I'd call it a cartoon if it's stop motion.
Well, you don't want me to say what I would call it.
If you, oh, yeah, please. It's not even clay, so don't even fucking start.
Oops.
Oh my god, honey, this is just a boss from Eggman Hates Furries. This is literally just a boss from Eggman Hates Furries.
Excuse me? It's making me think of Yoshi's Island. You know, the crow boss.
God, honey, at some point, can we please play Eggman Hates Furries on stream?
You know the crow that has the crow that has a star on its belly, like a yellow star, but is masked. But the palette makes it be black when it's in game.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Elfie, you're right. It did do all that bullshit. There's like ways of tricking it into giving you a proper timeline again, and like I don't know. And there's ways of avoiding the shitheads, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah, I avoid that because I have 300,000 people blocked.
300,000 people blocked?
Yeah, it's 300,000.
I do spend a lot of time on Twitter just reporting people, and I keep getting people banned, and it makes me so happy. Like, there are always people who've done something wrong. They're always, like, TERFs or something. Or if not TERFs,
and also I have like a ton of muted words as well. Like it's just a huge page of muted words. What?
If you find somebody on Twitter, right, okay, talking shit, you know, saying some garbage, there's about a 50% chance they have a football icon. People who have like football players as their profile pictures are very fucking dangerous. Don't interact with them; they're usually awful. Hell yeah, Ash. Time for us to clean up the mean streets of Twitter City.
A man has fallen into the river in Twitter City.
No!
Build the report button.
Did you know that in the UK, Bob the Builder had a #1 single?
Actually, I looked that up, Bis, and it wasn't #1, but it did make the charts. It was like number 37 or something like that.
It had a number 37 single.
Yeah, it peaked at number 37 or something like that. It was in the top 100.
I always get confused because I just keep thinking about how Mr. Blobby had a Christmas #1. Blobby had a Christmas Mr. Blobby's incredible because he was a character specifically made to like highlight how annoying kids' characters are and to mock it, and then kids loved him. Kids were like, yeah, Mr. Blobby's even more obnoxious than the normal ones. I love this. So
they just proved their point.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, did I ever tell you? I've probably told everybody. Did you hear about the story? Okay, so Blobby fever was a big thing, right? Okay, Blobby was inescapable in the UK. And like, basically, like, adults started to get sick of it. Because originally it was a joke at the expense of kids' characters. But then it became the exact thing it was joking about, right? Became ubiquitous. Parents started to hate Mr. Blobby.
So it became the opposite of satire.
Yeah. Eventually there was an incident, and obviously Mr. Blobby's entire thing is that he's obnoxious and clumsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a Mr. Blobby performer who did house parties, I think, or something like that. It was something along those lines, right?
Accidentally said ooh.
I might want to go cite my sources later.
An accidental ooh.
There was a Mr. Blobby performer, right? Okay?
Mr. Bloppy.
Who did a kid's birthday party.
Yo!
And you wanna know what they did?
Kicked him, right?
No. Okay, so the Mr. Blobby grabbed the child's cake and spiked it onto the ground. Because Mr. Blobby's supposed to be obnoxious, so they just spiked this kid's birthday cake onto the ground. And then the father of the kid just beats Mr. Blobby to a
Oh yeah, that's what I remember. Like kicking him.
Yeah. And then like the British newspapers were on the side of the dad. Like, thank God somebody finally kicked the shit out of this bastard. Fuck you, Mr. Blobby, you piece of shit.
beach. Maybe I shouldn't go that way. I had
This
better luck
boss
going this
feels
way.
like some kind of weird plankton. I hate it.
What?
It does. It's like floating around as these tiny limbs that it kind of swims with.
It's like a fat turtle.
Okay, you know what? Never say that ever again.
You want to hear about fat turtles?
Oh no, Ash can't laugh. Ash can't laugh. Oh my god, he's gonna fucking Ash, buddy. If you can't laugh, then you're gonna laugh. It's unavoidable.
What if the monsters are funny? You think I should put clowns as villains in one of my games?
No.
You want the clowns to be the heroes?
No, I don't want any fucking clowns.
Well, there's gonna be clowns one way or another.
Watch out! This book will shock you somehow. Says Elfie Faye. No clowns. Says
Well,
Shan.
see, they're like anything that like floats around and is as a inanimate object is possessed by the nano machines, so they're electric.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I have.
How many times do I need to hit this thing anyway?
I have a suggestion.
What?
Instead of clowns, right? Okay. Instead of clowns,
Oh.
right? Could you
Gestures?
make landlords the villain of your next game?
Well, that's no fun.
No, it's fun because
That's very boring.
more What do you mean it's boring?
They're not weird like clowns.
Yeah, but they suck more than clowns do.
Yeah, but they don't look funny.
Can they be okay? Okay. They're landlords that are also horses.
Maybe they're also clowns.
They're
Clown
not
lords.
No, clowns.
Clownlords.
Clowns
There we go.
and landlords are on opposite alignments. Clowns are chaotic and landlords are lawful. Oh my god.
Elfie's
Ash says-
nanomachines.
Ash says something about Bis saying bastard with their accent.
Oh, now I can break those walls.
Nearly makes me pee.
allowing me to barge through old or crumbling walls. The controllers relied on a press of either of the
Yeah, I think
shoulder
there's such a thing as a
buttons
good
to
land.
activate
Okay, so
dash and subsequent wall
hot
smash.
take, right? Okay.
It's a good
Um,
these robots were logical.
This
Okay,
is
here we
relevant to
go.
what Shan's saying. I think you probably succeed. Like I actually know a couple people.
Oh crap!
a
I
couple-
forgot to read that, so I don't know how to do the thing it just told me how to do.
Wop, wop,
I was too
wop.
busy listening to. I can't put this down,
Elena.
so I can't.
Elena, you are the Aaron Hansen of your own streams. I
Okay,
can't
it's the
believe
shoulder
you've done
button.
this.
That makes sense. Okay, but that doesn't. I'm wasting time and money. Money of my subscribers. There we go. Of which I have like 2, I think. Who I don't think are even here watching currently.
Oh yeah, before I got interrupted by Elena not reading video games, I was gonna say, Shan, I know a couple people who like are good landlords. I think the thing is like, okay, so like, I think that like, it's one of those. Okay, so I think that the thing is that being a landlord is like just existing within capitalism in general, right?
I'm sorry, Elfie.
It's like
I get
it's
worse all the time at these things.
it's one of those things where the system is inherently breeds unethical behavior.
Elfie is going to get like an ulcer watching me play stuff.
Anyway, where was I before I was interrupted? Anyway, long story short, Shan, I think you're fucking fine. I know a couple people who do landlord adjacent stuff and do it well. It's one of those things where it's like the system. Wait, have I lost connection?
You're still here.
Oh, sorry, my stream just broke.
Oh,
Anyway,
just the stream. Well, you're still on
It's
the
one of
stream, so.
It's one of those things where it's
Well, the
like
game's getting
fundamentally the
funky.
system breeds bad behavior, so the system has to be destroyed. But you as an individual can resist. Even if you're an outlier, resist the temptation to do bad behavior. Gal Gun 2 is on
Why
sale.
did I do that? I'm not getting that game.
Why not?
I do not like it.
Why don't you like it?
It feels not good to me.
Why?
I just
You know what? I find
Not
it
into
really.
that one.
I find it really funny, Elena. The Elfie Fae is offering to be your helper fairy, and me, your partner. I'm effectively the opposite of your helper fairy. I'm your antagonist fairy. I really. At some point, there needs to just be artwork of both.
I don't know why the game gets weird here. I guess all janky movement, but only in that corridor.
Oh my fucking god, that's right. I am fucking Midna. I'm Midna, except I just embrace that. You know, okay, can I make a hot take? Can I make a hot take? Oh shit.
He died. He's heckin' dead.
Can I make a real hot take here?
What?
Like, Midna's human design is so fucking boring. like, honestly, if I was Midna, I would just stay the Imp. The Imp is cooler and has magic hair. Oh my god! I just realized. Right? Okay. So, Midna's Imp form, right? Okay, is a dark transformation. That makes Midna less Hollywood, less conventional, and also gives her an extendable, stretchy limb. It's the exact same as Sonic the Werehog. It's the same principle.
Let's see. What is with that fish in the background, by the way? Why does it have a metal body?
So Elena is Wolf Link then?
Wink?
Elena is Wolf Link. I don't know if. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm like half asleep at the minute.
I want the Wolf Link amiibo.
I'm pretty sure there's doubt in chat as to whether I'm a furry or not. Wait, Shan, you don't. Okay, so Shan, you don't know about Sonic the Werehog? Sonic the Werehog has
Horace is speaking
arms.
twice at once. There's an echo.
Oh.
About being chained up. But when I tried to talk to him, he just looked angry and went back to his
like Wolf Link is basically 200% furry.
It's like that meme, 200% mad.
And bring us one step closer to
Yeah, have you not seen Sonic the Werehog, Shan? There's an entire fucking game about how Sonic at night, because of some curse or whatever, turns into a werehog with stretchy arms. So he goes around beating up enemies to jazz music, and tightrope walking and swinging from buildings as a stretchy-armed werewolf hog.
Excuse me?
Sonic Unleashed was fucking cool. Like, okay, so basically, okay, so the only reason people fucking were down on Sonic Unleashed was just that Sonic 06 came out right before it. Sonic 06 is the only reason people hate a lot of Sonic games, because the thing is that like, if like a game from another franchise is mediocre, right? People or even just like only good, right? People look at it and be like, oh, well, you know, it's pretty good, it's alright, you know, it has some places where it could be bad, but it's pretty alright, you know? But if somebody looks at a Sonic game, then it's like they go in with a negative mindset because of 06.
He explained that now I would be able to travel.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, Ash. And people complain about the cast size, but they don't do it of any other series. And people complain about, like, the presence of story in, like, a serious context, but then everybody's like, oh yeah, I love Rosalina's backstory from Super Mario Galaxy. They don't fucking question whether that, like, actually serious story point needs to be in a silly game.
I remember the first time I heard about Sonic Unleashed was kids, like, in middle school laughing about it because they thought the werehog thing was the most ridiculous thing they'd ever heard of.
Okay, you know what, Ash? I was actually writing I was writing an intentionally angry bad faith Mario review recently. I don't know if I'll finish it. But one of the things because I wanted to make like a video review, which basically was like an exploration of the fact that any game is bad if you go into it like wanting to dislike it. I think one of the things I actually talked about was just Mario story is fucking bland, worthless fucking horseshit. It's this fucking like absolute obligation for the brand horseshit.
Do not worry.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, right? Okay,
we will survive.
Fuck, you know what, Elena?
Yes.
Can I make an official FlutterBug Sonic game recommendation chart?
Well, shouldn't I make that?
No, because I'm the Sonic expert. I'm the Sonic expert.
I've played a lot of Sonic games, and it's my channel.
Okay, but I'm like, okay, so like, here's the thing. But I'm the one who is associated with Sonic on this channel.
Thermidor 64, very basic.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna just make the chart anyway. I'll make a chart of like like Sonic games that are worth trying if you want to get back into the series, and like specifically which ones are like available nowadays, easily and cheap and good. The movie seems like it's probably good. You know, it's its own thing. It's pretty alright. I hear something. I hear the alright.
Shen says I love charts.
Charts are fucking good.
Oh, there's print. What? What?
What the fuck is this?
Isn't there a thing where you can like...
Elena, you can, like... look what Elfie Faye is saying in chat.
Why?
Because I'm assuming... Because Elfie Faye usually has important advice.
You know...
You know, I'd be interested...
How did you know that...
What the fuck is this? Also, for the record, Ash, I would be interested to see that show.
Alfie, how did...
What the fuck is this?
Dance Invaders.
For a second then I thought those people on the bottom were like in eggplant costumes.
Bis, isn't this what you didn't want me to do? Is just make an exact copy of another game? But with different...
Yes.
Like,
graphics? Yeah, I told... Like, don't get me wrong, right, okay? I think legally it was a very bad decision for the creator of Horace to put a clone of Space Invaders in.
Okay, can't you not copyright gameplay, though?
I mean, you can. I mean, you can if it's identical. You could. They could make a case saying that you have basically put their game in, like you have got a version of their product, functionally identical, in your thing. Who made Space Invaders anyway? I guess that's relevant. Who made Space Invaders?
I don't remember. Activision, I think, owns it.
Taito, apparently.
Taito.
Is Taito still in business?
Oh, now it's like they're doing the... Yeah, they do the drum thing, remember?
Oh my god, it's in Christian land!
It's the, It's...
People with
Thriller.
Oh my god, honey.
It even has like sort of a bootleg version of Thriller playing. It's just like the what's the word? The bass line of Thriller. And nothing else.
If mechanics are considered a characteristic of the game, you could definitely make a case. Zombies are canon in Christianity, says Shan. Yeah, Ash is right. You can argue anything if a judge is willing to listen. Oh my god, there was a fucking court
I'm gonna see if I can do this.
Which was bullshit. There was a court case, I think, where like
so it's
some company managed to like make a successful legal battle that another game was a clone of theirs or whatever. Just because reviewers would call it a clone. They'd be like, look, in this review they call it a clone of our game.
Oops.
Which seems like a really silly way of doing things, because like people just used to call first-person shooters Doom clones. Like all genres start as clones.
How do I like go to a new line?
Press enter.
Pressing enter just activates it.
Well, don't go to a new line then ever.
Okay, so then you go to one. I guess it just doesn't work. I was trying to do the thing where it just prints poop on the screen over and over and over and over. Whatever.
Type a number, then the command. Go to refers to that number in BASIC.
Yeah. Well, doesn't it usually like automatically put in a number? Isn't it supposed to like... Well, when I used BASIC before, it automatically filled in a number. Print poop.
Yeah, actually,
no, see, it doesn't work.
Companies will sometimes just sue you just to waste your time and money to browbeat you into things.
It doesn't work. Also, I can't get out of this. End. There. Okay. What is this?
What the fuck? Look at all this bloom. Well, it's not bloom, it's something else.
Let's find the other robot. There's no map in this room. This time trial of previous areas of the game? Oh, it's time trials of the boss battles. We're not doing that.
Wait, who's John Oliver again?
He's the... This week... Today, or whatever.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Anyway, I think the moral of the story here is that corporations are bad, and that the people that enable them to do what they do...
There was a funny video I watched the other day about, so there was this lawsuit filed by, Warner Bros. Or no, it was filed against Warner Bros., who owned a Katy Perry song.
Katy Perry!
Which they claimed had the same melody as the song by this other guy. And so the guy doing the video said he did a video saying how this was a frivolous lawsuit and like didn't make any sense because like the part they were claiming was the melody wasn't the melody, and also like it was just like it's just so common of a thing that like there's no way you could copyright it specifically, you know? Also, I don't need to be here. There's no reason for me to be here. This isn't anywhere near the boss. I just thought maybe because he opened that door up for me, that would be where I was supposed to go, but... Nope.
Wait. John Oliver is, quote, twinkish. Kinda looks like the toucan from The Lion King. So wait, is the toucan from The Lion King a twink? How does somebody look like the toucan from The Lion King?
I have to sacrifice.
How does one achieve the look of the fucking toucan?
How do I get out of here? How did I get in here? What? Because I didn't go through any of this. I guess it just sends me back to an area where I can be, so we'll just go here. But anyway, so he makes this video defending Warner Bros. Basically, saying how the lawsuit was silly and all that. However, so then the video gets copyright claimed by Warner Bros.
Oh no.
He says like, I'm doing like a free service for them here by like defending them. Like the least they could do is let me have the money for it, right? No. And the part that they copyright claimed it, like he didn't play the actual song, right? He played him playing like the bits of the song that were supposedly similar, right? Just on his own keyboard. And just going over it, explaining it. They copyright claimed it for including the melody of the Katy Perry song. First of all, he says they went on to lose this lawsuit, right? So they don't own that anymore. The other company did. So that's the first thing here. So they don't own that anymore. So they don't own it. they copyright claim it still anyway. And then he goes and looks at what they copyright claimed, right? It's him playing the melody from the other song, which they were trying to argue was not actually similar, right? And then not only that, this was not an automatic claim, this was a manual claim. So somebody went in and watched that and the songs were so similar that they couldn't tell the difference and copyright claimed the other song after they were trying to claim that it was different.
I'm so fucking tired.
So basically they proved the point of the lawsuit with this copyright claim to this guy. After he was trying to defend them, and they just ruined themselves. Oh goodness. Congratulations, Warner Bros. You played yourself. I literally did a facepalm when I watched that video. Like, my hand was on my face, and I was just... I was beside myself. He said normally he wouldn't even... when there's copyright claim stuff, he just does that behind the scenes, and he wouldn't usually, like, talk about it on video, but this one was so absurd that he had to make a video about it. It was amazing.
Why is it that when you said it was amazing, I imagine that it's the end of some kind of video made in Windows Movie Maker, and there's just a picture of like a tiny plastic like duck on wheels on a string that just appears on screen as you say it was amazing, and then the video ends.
What?
Okay, so there's a video on YouTube, right? Maybe old YouTube, but it's a YouTube video, right? It's made in Windows Movie Maker. Okay. And something you had said was part of the narration, right? And there'd been visual aids, I guess. That's the context I'm getting from this daydream.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you say...
Oh, it's a daydream, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused.
And you're like, oh, and it's amazing. And when you say that, on screen just comes like this plastic duck on wheels with string that you pull around like as a toy. And that appears on screen the second you say that, with like a white background for like 1 second, and the video ends, and it just comes with recommendations for the next video.
When I think of copyright claim stuff, there's a couple things that come to mind. Well, usually it's Vinesauce, because he talks about that stuff a lot, and I watch him a lot, as I always mention. But I remember he talking about... It was a weird sentence. I remember him talking about how in the past... Nintendo was so bad with that stuff that he was like contacted by Nintendo's lawyers over some of his videos. Like, he was in contact with lawyers from Nintendo because of videos that he had. He said that was kind of scary. It was specifically Super Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Chaos Editions. Videos of that. And of course he had all of his Super Mario World like ROM hack stuff taken down, as everyone else did when Super Mario Maker came out.
I fucking hate Nintendo. They're just shit. Fuck Nintendo, honestly.
And he said to this day he's afraid of playing like ROM hacks that people make, because people send him ROM hacks they made and people recommend ROM hacks to him all the time. He's afraid to play them because sometimes he'll play them and then like a day or two later Nintendo will have given them the cease and desist because he made it visible enough that Nintendo noticed. So he feels bad about that. He's like, I don't want to get these people's things taken down.
There's a very small part of me that's like, Miyamoto needs the electric chair. Like,
wow.
Like, okay, like, that's not like what most 99% of me thinks, but one part of me's like, what if all of Nintendo just burned and all of their so-called superstars were just killed?
Wow.
I don't know, I just fucking hate it. Like, it's just, like, okay, that's like the 1% of me, but like, that thing with annoys about Nintendo...
Elfie says that was savage.
It's like, Nintendo isn't even like Nintendo, everybody treats Nintendo as this magical, amazing, mystical shit. And it's
Disney.
Like, no, they're a developer and console manufacturer in one, and because of that, they tend to make games that at the very least have good Q&A, and they have the money to delay games sometimes. And also they make family-friendly stuff. That's about it.
Nintendo is like the Disney of video games.
Yeah, and like that's the thing is like
aside from the monopoly part.
That's the thing is that good stuff comes out of them sometimes, right? Okay.
Good stuff gets pooped out their butthole.
No. Good stuff comes from teams employed by them sometimes.
Like Sakurai.
Right? Sakurai isn't a fucking team, honey. Anyway.
He has a team though. I'm talking about his team.
I'm not necessarily saying Sakurai wouldn't not get the electric chair as well, but anyway. What I'm saying is, right, okay, is that people like that's the thing is that like Nintendo, it has this mysticism about it which I fucking hate, and like people will do shit, like people will talk about certain games, right, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this game's just like a cynical thing, it's like a marketing thing, it's like, you know, this was designed by committee, but nobody ever says that about Nintendo games, despite the fact that that's like Nintendo games are totally that. Yeah, Nintendo games are like the most broad appeal shit imaginable on purpose.
Like
and
Disney.
The problem is that, yeah, and that's the issue, is that people, the devil's greatest trick was convincing people he didn't fucking exist. People think that Nintendo is some art house fucking shit done for the passion of it. No, they make stuff that appeals to you because they want you to buy it. The end.
Yeah, Nintendo, well, at the very least, they've stopped doing the YouTube stuff.
Only once they've, like, I think that...
Except for after they stopped doing the YouTube stuff, they then did that thing where they, like, you know, like, took down all of those videos of their music. Or took down those music channels, which wasn't even all their music. Just like how they took down the ROM sites that weren't even all their ROMs. They just got the whole darn thing taken down. Like the ISO Zone was a website I used to use quite a bit because there was old games that I like I didn't have a disc. Like even if I had the disc, I don't have a disc drive on my computer anymore. So it was really nice to have a site where they just keep archives of discs of old games, and that got taken down because of Nintendo. And I use that for computer games. like
this is the thing. People will cry over Reggie leaving Nintendo of America, but it's like Reggie isn't your friend and never has been. And honestly, Reggie could have probably done with a punch. What is this? Face. All of them could give a punch. Look
at this fat robot.
Reggie just has good PR.
Sick robot.
That's the thing with Nintendo, is that they put their business people up on stage and they're like, look, they're humans. Don't you love them? They're humans. It's like, no, they're still just business
I don't know what to do here.
Some days you just can't deal with a bomb. Is that an Only Fools and Horses reference or a
Reggie,
Batman reference?
I think he said that why he wanted to retire was that he wanted to go back to giving back to the community more. He wanted to go work with kids again. And like, I think it was like specifically like kids who are like not well off, like kids who need the most help, something like that. Which I think he said was like his real passion, was like talking to like kids at schools and stuff like that.
I feel like he just had enough money and just decided it was good to take easy work for now. And like, he has a high enough profile to probably get work doing public speaking or whatever.
Well, yeah, I also hear about him going to lots of events and speaking at them, like video game related events. He always gets invited.
Like, that's the thing, at this point he doesn't have to do any of the... At this point he's a fucking celebrity, and also like a business celebrity and a game celebrity. He doesn't actually have to do work anymore. He could just be rich forever.
Yeah, I guess that's basically the thing, is he's like, well, now I don't have to work anymore, so I'm just gonna volunteer at schools. I don't know what to do here.
I wish I didn't have to work anymore. Catch a bomb out of midair.
Oh, they're like basketballs. Oh. Well, it's because I tried to catch one before and I just got exploded, so I figured that you couldn't touch the bombs at all. Here I'm doing that thing again where I make weird assumptions about games.
Okay, for the record,
I'm not good at being very experimental.
I need this on record. I don't actually wish death on any Nintendo staff. I'm just saying, like, you kind of just wonder, don't you? Like,
Ash said I thought he just wanted to spend time with his family. Well, that's not what he's been saying recently.
I'm just saying that, like, I feel like at a certain point...
I think that's what he said initially, but then he's actually been doing stuff since then, so...
I think what I'm really getting at when I say the electric chair thing, what I'm actually saying is, like, could you just imagine if the universe would just call these people out on their bullshit? If they could just be forced to, like, look at the reality of what their fucking machine does, you know? Like, that's the thing I think I want, is I just want them strapped to a chair, and I want somebody to be like, why did you do a cease and desist on this ROM hack? Do you have the moral right to do that? And then I want them to just, you know, like, well, you know, just like let them be strapped to a chair for like a day at most. Just
people think getting
lightly electrocuted.
People think that money is like a moral right thing.
Oh my fucking god! I fucking love that one quote from that one pharmaceutical company that's like, "We have a moral obligation to make money." It's like, yeah. Fuck off.
That's why people say. That's why people, whenever there's articles about like ROM hacks and or like the music. Most recently, it was when Nintendo took down all those music channels on YouTube. Was like, well, that's with like they're always wishy-washy because they're both like understand that it feels wrong, but then they're like, well, it's their right, it's their stuff, so they can do that. There's always that caveat at the end. They're like, but don't forget it, they can do that. It's their right. So
it's their right, and it's their like okay, it's their right. It's not even their right. Okay, so it's their right by virtue of the fact that somebody has made it possible for them to do that. The end.
Yeah. It's like they're just doing what they are supposed to.
Elfie Face says, "Hey, listen, you should try catching the last bomb in the chain." So
also, did you notice this fat robot has a different voice? It's not Horace narrating it. It's like a deep Horace voice.
Oh, cool. Maybe it's Horace just doing an impression of him. Ash says, "I have a moral obligation to kiss hot guys and suck their dicks." I admire Ash.
But with girl.
Catch this.
Wow, is this fucking Toho? There's projectiles on screen. Bullet hell much? I just realized something. This is just Cyborg Mauser.
With a lot more crap going on. Mauser's a cakewalk compared to this.
Mauser's a cake.
Boom goes the dynamite.
It's like boom goes the dynamite. And I can't do this heckin' thing. Woo. Now I can't even get the bomb, Horace. Throw it up. No. Don't throw up.
I like Elfie Faye's advice of getting the last bomb rather than going.
I mean, it's easier said than done. Sometimes you just gotta get what comes to you.
Just saying.
Oh my god.
Elfie Faye just gives the same advice again.
Yeah, she really is Navi. Good lord!
Goes the dynamite.
Yeah, that said with the inflection of Luigi. Good lord! I can't do it.
Good lord, Mario!
Exactly.
Oh, that one should have.
Ash says, "I like how this game zooms in on your deaths. It really taunts you."
Flaunts
oh my
you.
god, Elena, have you seen what one of their attacks is?
The super laser.
It is! You fucking knew exactly what I was gonna say! And they could do it with a triple stream as well, which implies a triple pee hole. Hey,
ouch!
Elfie Face says, "Hey, listen! Since I'm on the other side of the fourth wall, you can't Z-target me! Have care with your aim." Fuck, I can't do it now, voice. Hey, listen! Oh, listen! Watch out! Watch out! It really pisses me off how there's a fairy in Twilight Princess who just never talks.
And Minna speaks in that weird, like, backwards voice. Which I think is backwards and in Japanese or something? Or maybe it was in English. I just don't remember what it said. Oh, well, it was backwards and also, like, chopped up, so people had to figure out what it was. They had to, like, put the stuff back in order as well.
Oh my god, Ash, I forgot to reply earlier because I was busy. But that image you sent me was really fucking good.
What image did he send you?
It was the image that was like fucking. 1 second. It was like an image of Bernie Sanders and Biden, right? So can I find the
Joe
image?
Biden?
Yeah, Joe Biden. And Bernie Sanders is like, "Are you a vice president?"
Oh wait, it gave it to me. Look, it gave it to me. It just gave it to me. Thank you, Horace.
It's like Bernie Sanders is like, while you were vice president, Obama ordered 2,500 troops to Ligma, and Joe Biden's like,
he sent that to me
Obama?
too.
And he's like, Ligma balls. Joe Biden's like fucking deteriorating mental state is very concerning. Have you seen the clip where he literally says we can't win this re-election because he gets confused? Like there's literally a clip of Joe Biden being like, we can't win this re-election, we must get Donald Trump back in. Wait, no, I mean we can't re-elect Donald Trump.
The dynamite.
Hey, listen! Hold the fire gun to fire a laser! Wait, wrong game.
I can do like an incredibly high-pitched voice, but like I
it's
can't
not the right
do it
high-pitched voice.
What?
It's not the right high-pitched voice to be Navi.
I was just gonna say it's not a tasteful high-pitched voice. I can't do it in a way that sounds non-annoying.
That's cute to me. Got him.
All that came
All
from
the
this
bullets
robot
flying
was a
you
large
shuffled
deflated
me.
rubber ball. I
What?
had no idea what it was.
Excuse me?
But Heather fitted the power up in a matter of minutes.
Oh, we don't have to do the thing where we walk back through the house again.
Heather explained that by
Finally.
tapping the up button twice, then pressing the run button, I would be able to inflate a large helium balloon.
Now it's Kirby.
I would then be able to float
We have
upwards
Kirby's
for a
ability
short
now.
Period of time.
Oh, I see.
cool.
Oh, we do get the thing.
Oh, okay. If you have to go sleepies oh, have a nice night, Ash. Have a nice sleepies.
Oh, well I can't... So that new ability it just gave me, I can't do it while I'm holding a thing, so... So much for that, I guess.
Who cares? You can do it later. Oh, hugs, Ash. Ash hugs all friends in chat and shit.
How do I get out of here? I don't remember how to navigate this place.
I love, Elena, how that sentence you just said could have been pasted over, like, the beginning of every bomb segment. It's just a pattern.
Very predictable, I'm sorry.
Shan says, I feel like you've held this bomb for weeks.
Well, I mean, it's been 3 weeks since we played this game, and last time we played this game, this is what we were doing. And the time before that, this is what we were doing. And there was like 2 weeks in between that, so it's been like months of this.
Oh, apparently the...
It's not the way you do that, but whatever.
That's a good question. Why are there so many bombs in this house?
They were in the
can't
robots.
Why does every robot have a nuclear bomb in it?
It's like the power thing, and it like goes nuts when you take it out of the robot.
Why are they all nuclear? What the fuck is Horace powered by?
He's powered by ass.
His own?
The power of ass. The
Can you
power of
imagine
ass
any
ship.
machine could just function without fuel if it just had a big honking set of chunky cheeks?
Ass-powered robot. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. That's a nice Batman quote. Batman movie quote.
I'm like kind of sleepy tonight. Yeah, sleepus peepus, you know what I'm saying?
Pleepus.
No. That's not,
I'm gonna pleep and you can't stop me.
that's not something I'd ever say.
I'm just gonna pleep this.
No.
It's a fact of life.
Don't.
I'm pleeping.
Bad Elena. Bad.
Can't stop me from pleeping.
No, bad Elena, stop it.
Pleep pleep.
No! Stop it!
Elena, I'm gonna come to your house and very lazily kick your bum cheek. There's just gonna be tiny little boot print on your bum cheek. Then what you gonna do?
Glitchly says I still want to play as the nukes in the Horace movie. I can explode pretty well, maybe.
Oh, I love the way you think, Glitchly.
Glitchly is good. She made a cool room in my Minecraft castle.
That's cool. I just realized something, Elena.
What?
When you have a tiny boot print on one of your bum cheeks, you're gonna become the worst discount MLP character imaginable.
MLP?
Yeah.
My little poot?
No. No.
My little pooty?
No.
Pooty pooter?
No. Oh yeah. And Shan's like, don't forget, I'll play BisTheFairy, right?
Yes.
Who was I gonna play? I can't remember.
Oh, you were going to play Shan.
Oh, Az can play Shan. Okay, so wait. Who's gonna play? So wait. So this is a movie of the stream chat of this stream.
Yep. Glitch
Wait, the
plays the
Horace movie.
bombs.
The Horace movie has our stream chat in it as a framing device.
Yeah.
BisTheFairy is playing Bis. Was Elena playing Horace? We just get Elena and we get some orange peel and glue it to her face. Yes, I was right.
Bis.
We glue some orange peel to your face.
This reminds me, when you mentioned orange peel, it reminded me of a story I was listening to, which was, well, the context was, it was hotel maids. What's the weirdest thing you found in a room? And one of them was just, they came in and just everything was filled with oranges. Like the bed was filled with oranges, there was like the drawers of like the dresser were filled with oranges. Everything had oranges in it, and they were just so confused.
This sounds quite uncomfortable, to be honest. I don't like this. Why would they do this?
I know, right? It's like, what? Why was it oranges? And they said there was somebody who worked at a hotel in like rural London. Rural is a hard word to say. And so there was somebody who would come, and every time that they would come to stay at the hotel, they would leave one single unbroken egg in the bed. And so this is a place where it was like unusual for people to like have eggs. Like it was very far from like any grocery stores or anything like that. So just have a fresh egg, and only one egg was very strange.
While I was gone, Mr. Deck had
Oh, it's doing the
Got
weird
away
echo thing again.
sometimes.
was now literally holding his chain, just like the dog. The blind man had finished up the wiring, so we went to the roof to attach the satellite and prepare for broadcasting the night.
Alright, we finally got them all.
I'm thinking of that video again of the person reviewing this SCP submission. And the story is just about an egg that needs human contact, and it
Oh yes,
glows.
and then their immediate thought is the egg racist?
Yeah, they just keep testing the egg with people of different races, and they're like, if we get several hundred people of different races to hold this egg, will we find any statistical discrepancy?
Also, it's not echoing anymore.
At the earliest opportunity. All right, Deck, said Mr. Silton. Back to the dog bed with
Oh,
you.
I'm gonna have to BRB for 1 minute. 1 second.
He angy. Courage is fire and bullying is smoke. Fire boss conquered. Yeah, we conquered the fire boss. That's correct. The song.
Japan must have different clocks to us, as it was barely daybreak when Dr. Hiro's next communication came through. It was amazing. He really had managed to find a few other groups of survivors.
More characters.
So, these are our
this game already has so many characters. Boba Fett.
Some old ladies
it's Boba Fett now.
Well, they've done better than we have.
Hans Olo.
German man. There are no bad robots.
What are we doing here?
Smirked, except for the three stood behind them.
What were the other names? S-Hero and...
Our friends, said Heather, quick as ever to defend us. Guys, say hello.
Boba Fett. Don Keegan.
So
don't know what that one is.
Scientist, the nice virus really does work. I've had Junior working on a similar virus, but the consciousness software is too well coded. It's okay, said the old lady. The virus really does work. The next day,
Hashtag?
Heather tried to finish off the nice virus code. There were a few problems, but with a bit of help from the old lady, everything eventually worked. However, by the time we were done, it was quite late, and as Heather's nice virus code would take a few hours to compile,
I'm getting under my coat. I'm using my coat.
You missed something amazing.
What happened?
So they called some more people. One of them was Bob Fett, and the other one was Hans Olo.
She seemed to think it was some kind of gambling. Everyone else gathered around the table.
Horace, Dev, I love your game, but Jesus fucking Christ, you really just go for it, don't you?
The animation here. From France and Germany, respectively.
As she put it. So everyone would be trying to work out what each other's cards were.
Those eye animations.
The pressure of playing got to Alice as she folded almost straight away. At one point, Mr. Preston thought he had won, but he really hadn't. As usual,
no, it's the performer.
Sneeze gave him away, which made us all laugh.
The song, I mean.
At one point, there was a very tense standoff. Mr. Silton had some very good cards, but not as good.
Wait, are they all playing poker?
I guess so.
Why are they all playing poker?
Despite having the best cards possible, I decided to let Heather win. I was so pleased how happy this made her. It was nearly midnight by the time the game finished, so most people got ready for bed, leaving just me, Mr. Preston and Mr. Logan. Mr. Preston was trying to explain his conspiracy theories. This made Mr. Logan laugh. Barry
Literally says, "Be right back, just got home, gotta bring all my stuff in."
Mr.
Okay.
Preston continued, "Don't listen to Silton, he's a proper c***." However, Mr.
Whoa.
Logan still pointed out how flawed his logic was.
That swear word was bad enough they bleeped it out.
Wait. Oh, you know which one it was.
The Queen of England, the President of America, etc. He wasn't even swayed when Mr. Logan pointed out that these people had either been missing or dead since the war, so there was little chance anyone was even ruling the world these days. Mr. Preston
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Of a man confident in his own beliefs, and went to bed. Just me and Mr. Logan talking.
Oh,
He was an
going to bed
interesting
sounds
man,
fun.
but we'd never really chatted as he'd made it quite clear he didn't really like robots. He'd
Robots.
seen many friends killed by them during the war, so I could kind of see his point. I tried to explain that I had
Remember how the one comment we got on the last time we streamed Horace was just brilliant game, bad stream, and like a little like tongue out emote face.
Around. Time for bed. Good night.
I was like, excuse me? What do you mean bad stream? What was bad about it? Like, people who were there live seemed to enjoy it.
Just the least constructive criticism possible.
I know, it was like brilliant game, bad stream. What?
1 second, BRB. Actually, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm having trouble right now with my fire. It's just not doing anything.
Last time we streamed Horace, you were also doing that.
Well, I'm just stuck with this fucking awful.
Is that why they thought it was a bad stream?
Bad stream. What, the host almost gets their house burnt down. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna just go open the air intake. BRB.
Okay. I mean, that's the only thing in the stream that I could imagine that they would think it was bad.
Dr. Hero appeared on the screen. Our defenses are nearly breached. The last door could go at any moment. We are nearly ready to broadcast the nice virus, said the old.
They look very bemused.
Soon turned to
oh, they're
bemused
and they should.
Scientist? They never saw it coming, said Dr. Hero. Just like here, thousands of robots, all attacking at once. Heather looked like she was going to burst into tears.
Oh, I thought it was going to say burst into flames.
The French scientist. It was all so quick.
Tears the anti-flames. Oh, for fuck's
Although
sake,
we'd
it
only
really is
spoken
Boba
to the
Fett.
Americans once, I could tell everyone
This is
Boba Fett.
of loss.
And 1972, no less, which is when Star Wars came out, I believe.
The robot server, it's become sentient. The computer that runs everything. He really is now he, or at least he
I don't think
thinks
Boba
he
Fett
is.
was in the first Star Wars,
The
though.
blind man explained that
Or was
it
he?
the
Maybe he
wireless
was.
fidelity system that
Like it
would
was a
have linked
cameo.
into the 4 main robots. That's why they were all so clever, said the old lady. The network spread the intelligence around all 4 of them. Well, said Mr. Silton, 5 now. Sim explained I would need to force a power cycle on the server before we sent the signal. He's got so much control of the network now.
Although don't quote me on that. Was it 1972? That seems a little early. Well, I remember it being, when I found out when it was from, it was earlier than I thought it was.
Around in a few boxes. Here, she said as she gave me a passkey. Take this. It'll get you into the observatory in the attic.
The observatory. Well, we still gotta keep going through the darn house. Oh god, we're not done with the...
I mean, look how much free space there is. Of course you weren't done.
Oh, but why? Look at how far away it is. Look at how far away it is.
Rest in peace, honey. Rest in peace.
It's all the way up there.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is
As Wario would say.
About? Time to fight Mother Brain, but upside down. Does that make it father ass?
Father ass. Sounds like a weird priest.
It really does.
Go up.
What is an Axiom Disruptor?
It's probably from the game Axiom Verge.
Your butt's from
Which is another open world thing.
Your butt's an open world thing.
You remember how not too long ago there was people really peeved at the fact that there was some game genres that were named after other games and weren't more generic?
Yeah, I remember those people being peeved. It was funny.
People get so weird about genres, which are patently an arbitrary thing to begin with.
It's because people are desperate to do. It's because people are desperate to justify why they've arbitrarily decided that they're desperate.
Because all genres are genres are vague, and all they're supposed to do is give you like a little bit of an idea about something, and if they do that, then they're good. If they help you say that this game is similar to this other game in like an easy way, right? Like, yeah, I've never played Axiom Verge. I just guessed because you said the word Axiom and you were talking about other Metroidvania things. So, and I know Axiom Verge is a Metroid type game, so. I used context clues. See, sometimes I can be smart. Wow, falling down there was a very bad thing.
I'm really bad.
Sometimes I'm smart. So many balloon paintings, Rain says. If you just hold down, you like instantly pick stuff up. How come I didn't know this until now? That would have been very useful. Okay, well that was a quick way to get back up here at least. To get sliced in two. This is the way. Attic stairwell.
That's a stairwell.
Just why? Oops, my phone is yelling at me. Oh yeah, I can do this now. Now that I'm not holding a thing. Wow, but it's very context specific into where it's useful. Yeah, this is not where it's useful.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, this seems to be the right way. So we want to go to the right and up. Where does this go? This little tiny room. Attic heights. Well, I can get about a bunch of trash in here. God, that's such a weird... Why do you have to double tap up? Can't you just press it once? Up doesn't do anything else other than go through doors. And if you were in front of a door, you couldn't do this anyway because the first tap would make you go through the door. So I don't know why why it's gonna be like that. And plus, and also to hold X. I guess it's just gotta be like you can only use the balloon if you really want it. If you really mean it. Then you can use the balloon.
The balloon favors the bold.
There's a quote.
You're a quote.
Quote from Cave Story?
Yeah, you're a quote from my bot.
I like Cave Story. I've been thinking about that a little bit. I think it was because Vinny did Cave Story Corruptions. Let me think about Cave Story again. I liked that game. I needed a lot of help to get through it though, and get the real ending. I would never have figured that out on my own.
Yeah, it's like completely obtuse and nonsense.
Password? Alright. If you're wondering what I wrote in there, it was butts.
Why? Why would you do this?
Why can't I pick this up? I don't have any heads. Maybe I do and they turned invisible or something. Maybe it's a glitch. Cinema? Why would the entrance to the cinema... I'm gonna just stop questioning why the house is like this. With all of this danger. It's a fool's errand.
The room turned out to be a cinema, but before I could have a proper look around, the professor appeared again. He looked confused
he's old.
and then disappointed that it was, as he put it, the wrong time. But I was so excited when he explained that I could plug myself into the cinema projector and watch my old memories.
Oh, so this is just the room where you can watch the cutscenes back over.
Apparently I would be able to plug myself into, allowing me to play music I had heard.
Oh, and also the music player.
To top this all off, he opened another portal back to the hallway, but he had just finished setting
The sound
up
test,
his
yes.
phone when again, before we could properly thank him, he was gone.
Like Nier Automata, there is no ludonarrative dissonance in this game. Oh, and there's a shortcut now. Listen to all the classical music. Whoa, there's a lot of songs in this game. Look at how many we haven't heard. Oh god, how long is this game? Oh, I like this song. It's one of my favorite classical songs. It's one of my favorite classical songs.
Mm-hmm.
Dance Macabre. From the Carnival of the Animals. It's the weird one in that, though, because it doesn't have anything to do with any animals. Whenever I say Carnival of the Animals, I always almost mispronounce it as Carnival of the Arnimals. Are you still there, Bis? Speaking of sleeping on stream, that's what we're doing right now, I guess. I guess this will be the Carnival of the Animals. I guess we're gonna call the stream good now, because I gotta get going soon anyway, and Bis seems to have checked out of the stream. And this seems to be a good stopping point in the game as well, so Horace can hide behind this pole, but his position will be known because of the heads that float there. Carnival of the Animals. Why do you just keep walking sometimes, Horace? I think it's some stick drift. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Horace has been good as usual. And we're gonna, I say this every time, we're gonna try and stream this more often. Rather than like once every 3 weeks or so. Because apparently this game looks like it goes on forever. Like, based on the achievements and by the amount of music I haven't heard, we're about halfway through the game. Just about half. So, this is like an epic length game. Similar to Nier Automata. This game and Nier Automata ended up having a lot more in common than I thought they would. It's quite interesting. But yeah, thank you for watching. I usually would say thank you to Bis for being here, but seem to be awake, but thank you anyway, Bis. If you were awake, I would say thank you. But yeah, we're gonna quit the titles. Goodbye, Pikmin Planet. Thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I will be streaming again in a couple days. Tuesday will be Black Mesa, and fairies need their sleep too, yes. Yeah, I'll be playing more of Black Mesa, and I will be playing more, or I will be beginning Plants vs. Zombies. I'm really looking forward to that. The sequel to Insaniquarium. And Wednesday is going to be Minecraft again. We got a lot of stuff to show you in Minecraft. And Nier Automata and Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past will be on Thursday. We're getting ever closer to March 20th when it's Doom and Animal Crossing Day. I've been looking forward to that stream for months now, so hope you're looking forward to that too. So yeah, see you Tuesday. Bye.